Hello there, my lovely Legionnaires. How are we doing today? Yes. If it helps for the people who want to watch the new video, if it helps, you can just skip the recap. Everything's timestamped, so you don't have to like. You don't have to. You don't have to partake in the like gross shit if you don't want to. It's okay. Hey there.
Dan.
Heyo.
Heyo.
Did you like the video?
Oh, of course I did. You didn't tell us about the idea that you had for the redesign, and it's so incredibly interesting.
I'm so proud of that one.
Like, it makes so much sense.
I've been getting a lot of comments of people like honing in on it, and then somebody in Senate tagged me and was like, "Are you planning on like actually doing that?" Like, I'm thinking about it now.
Are you gonna make this thing better than the actual thing? Well, perhaps.
Perhaps. Urban Spook was so good. Thank you for the meal.
Oh, no.
I'm so glad me quaking in my boots. And I was
What
like,
if they don't like it?
What if they don't like it? What if my Vibrio is bad?
All of us immediately, we love the Vibio.
It's been 16 hours and it's almost at 10k, so,
Yeah.
It also has, like, some of the most interaction I've ever gotten on a thing, so, like, I guess I have to make more video essays.
The Cox Gun, talk about things you like and don't like, and how you fix them or don't fix them. Smile.
So, okay. So you've seen the title of today's stream.
I haven't. Okay. Now I have.
But, so today we are going to be, doing... We're going to be filling in another, subathon reward. And you guys wanted me to design, a mascot horror character. So, that's what we're doing today. How do you think Ultra Kill Gabriel would react to Oh! I want to draw that!
Where are your J's, young man?
Where are your J's?
Sorry, I can't. There's one that there's a meme I vividly see in my head that's Gabriel just going, machine. I had a nightmare. I want to sleep in your bed tonight.
Machine. But yeah, I think he'd fucking kick fake Gabriel's ass.
Oh yeah, no. Ultra Kill Gabriel wins, 100%.
Yes, the most confusing one-word answer to red or green that still makes sense.
Yes.
Chartreuse? As soon as it was announced in Mortis' server, I watched it. I will definitely be watching it again. I'm so glad. Also, welcome to the chat, Live Mink. So, okay. I have
Christmas, yeah.
a thought. And I had so as soon as this reward was reached, I started contopulating about it. And I had a thought, and I like that thought. So this is what we're gonna do. I like the idea of imposter, I will cut you down where you stand. So I wanted to do, setting-wise, I wanted to do, I'll just write it here on the fucking canvas, why not? Why not? You can't stop me. You can't tell me what to do. This is my fucking stream. I can just make notes right here if I want, and that's what I'll do. So, I like the idea of an abandoned water park. I thought... I've seen a lot of, like, iterations of the same, like, 2 or 3 things. And I wanted to try something a little different. So, abandoned water park is our setting. I wanted to play into a little sub-mechanophobia. But as well, I'm actually, so, okay. The title is a lie, because you will be getting 2 little guys today. Because one is friend, one will be foe. So, I've had this idea for a while, because there's this theme that I feel like Mascot horror hasn't really leaned into, either because people keep kind of half-assing it, or in the case of, like, I think the closest to it was My Friendly Neighborhood, and the only reason they didn't capitalize on it was because it wasn't what they were trying to do. They had a completely different theme. So they decided to go with a completely different, so they went a different direction, which is totally fine. I really like the notion of the mascots also being terrified of what's happening. And like, I wish I knew the right way to describe this. Like, the feeling that, like, they're still there to be friends. I don't know how to... I'd have to, like, the friend one is there to help you, but is, like, also slowly kind of decaying. You can either kill them, or you can help them become normal again. It's a hard thing to describe.
Hi, Aaron. Hi, Hatter.
Salutations.
Hello. It is like trying to fight off rabies.
That's fine. I just noticed that you're drawing mascot horror and someone who is a fan of indie games. Well, not all indie games, but I'm a fan of some. But I decided, hey, why not join in?
I would love the input.
Yeah, and I like seeing some, like, I really like the theme idea about what you're gonna draw. Like, yeah, a mascot horror taking place in a water park, especially since I've been watching some mechanophobia videos before, especially for Red Disney rides.
I have whatever the opposite of, like, sub-mechanophobia is. I don't think it's scary at all. I think it's rad as hell. No!
Yeah, I'm just saying.
I know.
I mean, I'm not saying I'm afraid of it. I just think that the stuff there is pretty interesting. Especially the history behind all of that stuff.
Is there like a philia-phobia word, but like that's platonic? Does that exist?
Unfortunately for you gamers, we have now entered the new gamer's nightmare, a horror game that's entirely a water level.
Well, because I also like the liminal horror of, like, abandoned amusement parks, as well as, like, an abandoned amusement or theme park. But, like, the idea of this place full of, like, that's slowly rotting and full of trees and stagnant water is really spooky to me.
Yeah, especially, like how I mentioned about one of the Disney rides, which is 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. Yeah, after
Yeah.
it was banded, it was like left underwater for like God knows how long, and then when the water's drained, let's just say they look really distorted.
They're so scary. Like
Oh, it's so fucked up. I love it.
it's great because Mortis and I played Iron Lung, and he
Yeah.
has submechanophobia bad. Like I showed him like I was like, this is a cool reference pic for something that I was doing, and I listened to him like make the most horrible whimpering noise and was like, please spoiler tag that image.
Aww.
And I'm like, oh, you're like a baby, and he's like, shut the fuck up.
He been can call C? He been
Oh
call
yeah,
C?
Jesus, you're so right.
Thank you. Hello, Ontario.
Oh no.
So, the other thing as well is instead of, like, animatronics, because I feel like animatronics at a water park is just a bad idea.
Horrible idea waiting to happen.
I mean, I appreciate what they gotta work underwater, but yeah, I get the point.
OSHA
Yeah.
would not be fine with this.
No, you shouldn't have complex machinery, in a plate. Like, having complex machinery, like, underwater is one thing, but, like, having complex machinery underwater when you have to interact with people is bad, because it's just a huge, like, it's a lawsuit waiting to happen.
Every OSHA rule is written with the blood of victims.
Let's just say the laws are written in pencil.
I mean, you can't say ocean without OSHA.
Yes, you can.
But, like,
Ocean.
All right.
so I like the idea that they're, like, broken down plaster statues.
Ooh.
So more golem than animatronic.
Yeah, like, picture, like, let me show you an image of what I'm talking about. Because, like, these are, like, a couple of references of, like, dilapidated ones, but, like, when I say, I mean, like, hang on.
Although now that I'm hearing the idea of just like this Five Nights golem idea, I'm just imagining glam rock Freddy with a bit of a Jewish accent. Hey Gregory, you're the real superstar. You're gonna.
I'm sorry. I had a very different thought purely because of the eagle picture and in your little references.
Yeah, like these. Like, the ones that are, like, a little weird, a little shiny.
Yeah. No. Hi, as somebody who loves affectionately shitty mascot horror games, there's one about a football team and their, like, weird mascot shark. I don't know if it's, like, a
Like
possessed suit. Yeah, I hate those. Something
I mean,
about them, just don't like them.
I mean, is it like that one video of the mascot suit that like eats the cheerleader and then spits out the bones?
God, that video is so fucking funny!
Yeah. No, I'm trying to remember. It was like, you sign up to be a part of this, like, football team, and there's, like, this shark mascot, and it puts you through rigorous training, and it turns out that he's trying to turn all the other football players into an unstoppable army of shark mascots. It's campy, but it's so funny.
Oh,
You just start hucking footballs at giant evil sharks.
I'm here for hugging
Hello.
footballs at giant evil sharks.
hello, Matt.
Hello.
But yeah,
It is-
I wanted to go with, like, the idea of them being this, like, unsettlingly large, heavy footstepped creatures that, like, just sink to the bottom of pools that used to be clear but are now, like, covered in
No.
algae.
So like the freaking statue of Jason Voorhees at the bottom of that one lake.
Yep. Because I think that's pretty fucking cool, actually.
It's funny, I have not been on one of your streams in a hot minute, and the one I do decide to manifest, there is lore.
Yeah! I've had a lot of thoughts about this
since your funny last video.
Since my
plug.
since my SUBATHON.
The SUBATHON.
The other thing as well is that they have to kind of...
Oh, hey, Avi.
Hey, Avi.
Hi, Avi.
Scale of 1 to 10, how comprehensible am I?
Fairly.
Like a solid 3.
Awesome.
It's good enough. Oh, Matt. Nah, bro. Like, listen. I've been keeping my eye on you for a bit. Like, I don't really have a problem with you, like as a person. So the co-op, the co-op we did with Avi was kind of out of obligation. It was supposed to come out much earlier, but life gets in the way.
Say, what the hell is that supposed to mean? Out of obligation.
You want me to? Oh, I'm sorry. Would you have preferred that I cancel it after that?
No, I mean, like, I just think it's funny to word it like that. Like, I know I did it because I had to. It's like, yeah.
Yeah, I
Well,
promised.
I know, and you're a gentleman.
I did it because I had to, because Avi would have been sad.
I know, it is not because I would have been sad. It's because I would have bothered the fuck out of him. I would have been like, Aaron.
You didn't have to do it. It was a fun project.
It is true. But like,
Yeah.
the story behind that, I have them. The story behind that,
Thanks,
and
Abby.
I've taken them. And the fucking story behind that video is so interesting. But continue with your point before we get there.
No, I just have nothing against, and I have nothing against Matt as a person. He's in the chat.
Ah. Oh, you're here?
Mhm.
Oh my god. Okay. Homie, I want to let you know something. That now that you're in this chat, and I can tell it to you personally, the fact that we carried on and did the video anyway is a testament to how much I gave a shit about your video. Like, I have absolutely, again, as Aaron said, he has nothing against you. Not only do I have nothing against you as a person or a content creator, I'm so glad you made that video. Like, I'm like, getting rid of it is something I totally understand. I have deleted videos that I have like made in the past, and because I thought they sucked, and I was like, no one wants to watch this. Whatever your reason is for deleting that video, I completely respect that. But like, having this little like time capsule that our video acts as in order to kind of show what a countdown can be when you don't put the proper effort into it is important, because I was there. I was literally that guy who made that bad countdown. And as fucking egged on by Mr. Tempest, who used the same transition for that final thoughts as was used in the intro to that video. You motherfucker. Because you're a bastard.
You knew what you were signing up for.
I did. That's the thing. I signed up for. I didn't just sign up for a man who works in PowerPoint to beat out projects that fucking idiots worked on for several thousand years in whatever Sony Vegas product that just ends up being a bad commentary altogether, Lamau. And also I signed up for a diabolical audio editing. Not even good, or like, not even just good audio editing. Diabolical. But like,
Like
I don't know, man.
You saw how
You-
I did Ty dirty. You knew what you were getting yourself into.
And I'm glad that you have gotten better as a creator and have moved past like the era that video resides in, and I think that that's fantastic. But also, I'm glad that you gave us the opportunity to do this, because this, again, that video's origin is so funny. I was like, no, I know exactly what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do a co-op with someone and also make it a try-op with myself from an alternate universe. I wrote this before Ratbitch made her commentary with her past self, and Ty made a commentary with his past self. So I want to just fucking put for the record that I at least thought of it. And if I didn't have, if I wasn't completely squandered by the fact that like my co-op partner disappeared off the face of the planet, and our star cameo was like, again, kind of disappeared for the face of observable existence. Like, yeah, that video would have been what it was, and it would have been okay. It would have been like, all right, I guess. And so in the hiatus, I went to Aaron and I was like, Aaron, I have unspeakable Pokemon material for you. And he was like, if this is anything less than the worst countdown, I don't want to hear it. And I'm like, oh. But, and what I will say, like, in terms of like points made, it wasn't the worst. It's purely a presentation thing, which again you've gone over. But like, it's again a strange little time capsule. And it exists, and I'm so glad it exists in some parallel dimension now. And our Mandela effect has made it so that it will never exist again in ours.
And yeah, in this Paradise Star Cutter.
In this behemoth typhoon. But yeah, that's just it. Like, I'm glad you've gotten better. Thank God. Like, I'm glad. No, you know, it's not that I'm glad you got better. I'm glad you didn't quit. I'm glad you like took the time to get better and came back and got better. Like, that's good. That's fucking stellar. I love that shit.
We love that for you.
We stand character growth.
As someone who
Exactly.
made fun of your terrible visuals in that video, I also am glad that you've moved on and are continuing to make content.
Yeah.
Remember,
Nobody hated you. We're all here and happy that you're continuing.
Remember,
We're all content
kids,
creators here.
criticism is good to help you improve or to see faults in your work. Don't be
Mhm.
like a slug.
Don't be like the funny slug.
He's not even funny.
Bitch.
I mean, he was a gastrodon, so hey, TP.
I will. Yeah.
No, we're not.
I
We don't
mean,
mean this slug. We mean a
I
very
was about to
different
say,
slug.
like, what the hell? What do you mean by that?
I was just making a joke. And hey, TP.
Hi,
You know that
TP.
I'll be back.
Yeah.
Hi, Avi. Bye, Avi.
So here's where we start to get a little complicated.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh, well.
before I forget, can you believe it, guys? Artificneyland, just a day away, guys. Artificneyland, woohoo, just a
Yeah.
day away.
Wait, I need to check something.
I
The
can't-
return of the gift wizard.
The gift wizard.
I want to say.
I need to
for the
see if it
record-
changes on stream, or if you have something that overrides it.
Overrides what?
The Fugi.
Mhm.
I have them manually set.
Ah, gotcha. So every time I try and change it, it does not change. I figured I would ask.
So so we have our basic shape. for our friend.
Hug shaped.
I like
Hug-shaped.
marshmallow.
Well, yeah, because you want
Marshmallow.
your like your front-facing mascot to be like
Friend.
friend. I am torn on because I know I want the villain to be a statue. I think I want him to be a suit. But I want to like I'm specifically drawing them T-posing because these are design sheets.
Wait, what? What video game?
You want to make that
Just check the chat, what video?
smaller. My video, my last video. The video I put up yesterday.
Let's look for video.
Also, congrats on the success on that video, by the way.
Yeah, I mentioned earlier, I was like, I wasn't expecting people to, I was like, what if they don't like it?
Unfortunately for you,
What if they don't like it?
It's supported.
Unfortunately, when did, okay, time out.
Yeah, well,
I'm not. First off, congratulations on this, but when did you get 7,000 subscribers?
Fairly recently, I hit 7K.
Congrats.
Yeah.
dude, rising tides lifts all boats,
man-
man.
I hope so. More tea,
Me-
make more.
Uh.
It was so fucking funny. Fucking Mortis was in my DMs immediately and was like, "Well, you know what this means." And I'm like, I'll try.
So, I hear that you're into horror. Do I have a horror thing for you?
I'm so
Peter-
sad about it.
B or B?
Wait, what? What's Aaron talking about?
Dog, I'm so fucking upset about it. I can't have
What?
fucking shit in this house.
What?
I was really excited for Super Normal. I had it in my wish list. I was really excited. God damn it.
Oh, that, yeah.
Can't have shit in this house!
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
And you're back.
Isn't that by the same guy that did Stray Souls?
Is it?
I thought that's what I saw somebody say.
Alas.
Daedalus is just more Heaton, make more. It means I, Daedalus, have one.
Fair enough.
Daedalus
I
is like, this is
received-
my Heaton Mitsuru content.
Incoming trade offer. You receive my support. I receive quality content.
I receive video essays that are not plagiarized.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's why I said good content.
You know my shit's not plagiarized because I talk about things nobody cares about.
You'd be surprised.
You would be surprised what people care about. We like to hear people talk about what they like to talk about.
Nah, I mean, like, the more obscure your thing is, the more, like, ironically, the easier it is to get away with plagiarism. It's crazy.
So I'm torn on whether or not I want the grates on the face. Because I have an idea.
Like, do you want like more like the glass styling or the more metal styling?
Well, I want it to be. I'm thinking I want it to be a little more glass because well, you'll see when I get to the body, it'll make more sense.
And like I've
He's
seen
so
like the
friendly.
diver suits where it's like more glass shaped.
Glass.
So friend shape. I want squish.
Although it's I just think of like that one proportion with like that one character from Shovel Knight.
Treasure Knight.
Yeah. Although then that just makes me think more of like Big Daddy proportions.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I think Treasure Knight's stage in Shovel Knight might be one of my favorites in that game.
I might actually give him more Big Daddy proportions, now that you say that. I may make his legs a little squatter, make his head a little bigger.
Like more hunch proportions.
Well, like, like if I make his head bigger, I'd make him more like... like shorten his legs like this, so that way his arms are just obscenely too long.
Did you ever see that design that they had for like Mr. Freeze where he was in a dive suit?
I have an idea. I have an idea. I have an idea. I have an idea.
Brain Blast.
Brain blast. Hang on. Ooh, I have an idea. I need... I need a little bit of... We're gonna... hang on. Hang on.
Hey, Heaton.
Yeah,
I got a question for you.
sure.
How does one gender a pizza?
I'm super gonna need you to be more specific.
I cannot. This is the question that has been posed unto me.
But you
Do you mean like...
I mean, you can't gender a pizza. They're non-binary.
Shut the fuck up!
I'm gonna come over there and kiss you. Don't shut the fuck up.
You can buy a Bear in the Big Blue House costume for only $500. Huh. And it's... anyway,
Nah, I'm gonna...
I want to see, like...
I'm gonna put this in the funny live show chat. And you'll understand exactly why I said this.
Feel free to use my response of the non-binary. I share that with the world.
I was like, I would if I wasn't blocked.
Wait, what?
Huh?
Oh no, it's them! Oh god! Yeah, it is the developer of Stray Souls. Yeah. Oh god, why is it them again?
Don't call it a comeback. They never even left.
I think you broke them.
Immaculate.
Oh, they'll be fine. They'll be fine.
Okay, so... I don't think I can do this. I don't think this works this way.
It looks pretty good thus far to me.
Yeah, it's not bad so far. I have an idea, but I gotta... I gotta do a thing.
Can I ask you a very specific question?
Mm-hmm.
Do you have, like, an Oshi mark? Or something?
I don't. I thought about it for a while, but I couldn't think of anything. mean, you could use the eyeball emoji, I guess.
Okay.
But no, I don't. Give him a little fish. Little fish for his belt buckle. I've got such an idea. I'm gonna make this huggable motherfucker so deeply unsettling.
Eel in the helmet.
So, one of the ways that you do this, right, is you make them a-proportionate. So if I just... Yes, apply transformation. Shut up. If I... Wait. Just fit him body. Oh, you're seeing it come to fruition, chat. It may not be clear to you yet, but oh, just give me a minute. I'm fucking cooking.
It's like Baymax, but with more murder.
So there's a trick. Would you like to learn a good trick when it comes to making good, like, spooky monster designs?
Oh boy, do I.
One of the good tricks for that is either leaning into making your thing too symmetrical or making it completely asymmetrical. Because nature doesn't tend to do things in perfect symmetry. So, like, for example, if you go and look at your face in the mirror, one of your eyes will be higher up than the other, or like one of your nostrils will be bigger, etc., right? You're always close, but you're never perfectly symmetrical. So what you do is you take something that's supposed to be symmetrical and you make it asymmetrical. On that line. There we go. Because it's... I'm trying to think of how I would illustrate this. So, the thing about most mascot costumes, chat, is that they are built to, as somebody who had to be in one for a long period of time, they're typically built fairly soft so that you can climb into them. Five Nights at Freddy's animatronics, their suits are firm because there is a layer of fiberglass underneath them that shields, that helps keep that helps keep the animatronic keep its shape. Usually they're hard plastic, but it's only fiberglass on the outside of them. Which means that if something is in this that shouldn't be, it means that parts of it would be compressed. And another fun way that you can futz with making something spooky, especially if it's something that is based on a recognizable object, is you make it a little aproportionate. This you see a lot in monster design. You see it in things with too long fingernails, or with arms that drag along the floor. So you take something that's supposed to be close to a humanoid shape, and you just make it a little longer. For example, with our little guy here, if I want to make him a little spookier, I just
Okay, finished. I started from the part that I remembered seeing last when you shared screen and stuff, and basically went at ×2 speed.
We're not gonna make it. Let's speed up.
However, I was able to comprehend everything.
So here's where we start. Looks like he'd walk with a limp. Exactly. So here's
fat.
So here's our base, right?
I'm affectionate.
Gonna make him a little smaller up in the corner. Our little man T-posing up in the corner.
Very
Guys.
huggable. I just want to hug him.
That's him in the corner.
That's him in the spot, like losing his religion.
I prefer that's him in the spa, and it doesn't say spa, just spa.
Now draw him taking a vacation at a spa.
Just
So
put little
now-
sunglasses on the mask.
Draw him getting an education.
Put tape on it. Put tape on the sunglasses to put it on him.
So Polaris brings up the solid point, right? He looks like he'd walk with a limp. That's part of it. Where normally you'd walk fairly upright, he now has to walk hunched over and leaned to one side. Because he has to compensate for the shorter leg. So we do that. Do that. Then we build our shapes. This leg has to be visibly straight. While this one is visibly bent. Well, hang on, let me... here's where we're gonna get our, like, actual... Thank you, I will drink.
Hydrate or dihydrate.
I'm doing great today, by the way. Are you gonna do that JJK game when it comes out? I'm thinking about it.
The what?
There's a Jujutsu Kaisen game that's coming out.
Ah, that
Oh
one.
yeah, I need to watch that anime.
Prepare to cry
yeah.
a lot. Also, you
No
will be
worries.
flustered by Gojo.
Yeah.
Domain expansion.
Fun fact, if you're guys into Danganronpa, the voice of Gojo in the English dub is the same guy who played Ganta.
Gonta only pawn. in
I will
Game of
cry.
Life.
I did not know that Kaiji Tang was also Gonta, but that makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
He was also a Minamaru in the Shaman King reboot.
Fucking
He was
Kaiji
also
Tang's
the-
everywhere.
He was also the tiger in Beastars.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry. I'm remembering a bit and it's hurting.
How so?
Hi. I'm sorry. And I feel really bad because this happens all the time. So in Overwatch,
Yeah.
people have figured out how to put soundboards like with their microphones, right, for the VC.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
And there's this one person that's really popular for playing sound effect, alt voice line for their character, and then sound effect again. My favorite one personally is May, who has the big freeze, doing the alt line, and then it starts "All I Want for Christmas Is You," which is incredibly funny. But there is one for Kiriko where they go domain expansion, Kiriko alt line, and then the shitty Naruto cover where it's done with like flute. And that lives in my head rent free.
Understandable. Have a nice day.
I'm suffering in the club.
You're
Avi
good.
Avi took my drugs, it's not helping.
Could... Ooh, I could also.
Ichiban Yakuza? Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm straight suffering in the stripped club. Yeah, I knew exactly where Danica was going.
Straight targeted.
I see.
There we go.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
it has a fairly rigid neck, it'd have to be...
You know, when I set out to redesign this character, I did not expect it to be this much work. But here I am, looking up funny, like learning how Beyblades are constructed for this particular bit.
Oh no.
So here's where shit gets to get a little not right. We want... Boy. This is gonna be where this gets fucking complicated.
Oh, no, Danica, you joke, but like, literally I am having to use, like, literally, like, pieces of the actual Beyblade as reference.
Fair enough. What a gay blade battle. Fuck you, Danica.
I remember learning that it's big. Oh no, it was more than just Moses. It was...
Oh yeah, Beyblades are a canonical force of God. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk.
That was true. Moses parted the Red Sea with a Beyblade. Yes. Thank you, Manga.
Like, bro, I'm gonna be. That's only where it starts. It just gets wilder from there.
He said, "Let my people go," and then he said, "Beyblade, battle me for it."
Oh, dude, oh, they keep talking about like him when he partying in the Red Seas, but like, bro, it was all fun and games when Moses used his special move to turn the river into blood.
And then Bakugan turned into Final Fantasy.
I will never get it because there's a bit I keep meaning to send to reviewer because of the Bakugan stuff, but it was like, who let a furry work on the newer seasons of Bakugan? Because I don't know what they did to fucking, what is it, like Igna Dragonoid or whatever the fuck his name is. But goddamn.
Look, I just still go for the second season because, let's just face it, Spectra had the drip. Let's just face it.
I have to rewatch. I haven't thought about Beyblade in like literally like 15 years.
Well, it's a good time to start because people are now on Twitter being like, who the heck is this Ryuga guy? Why is he in space? Who is this man?
I might still have my Beyblade, what was it? It was like Flame Phoenix or something like that. I have one of the full metal Beyblades.
I do
And
as well.
I learned how to rip that shit with such efficiency. I was the best Beyblader on the playground, baby.
I actually still have my deck of Bakugan with me. I have Praise on my one shelf and Drago on my desk.
I didn't have a lot of Bakugan. I think I only really had my Terra Dragonoid.
Look at y'all having fun with your Beyblades and Bakugans.
Having fun? What do you think this is, toys?
Maybe.
By the way, I have a question. You know what? No. I'll wait until you.
No, you're fine, TP.
You're good, TP.
I've been seeing things about Oshis. What's an Oshi?
Oshi is your favorite. Oshi, in terms of VTubers, your Oshi means that, like, it's... Literally, it means to support. It means, like, your favorite VTuber.
I see.
I was figuring it out.
I use it more to mean VTubers I look up to in some sort of way. Be it their style or the way that they interact with the community or stuff like that.
I see.
And then people use Oshi marks in like their names or their bios to designate which Oshis they like. Like if I was your Oshi, you would have the Milky Way emoji and the little dizzying emoji.
The emoji metagame for VTubers is crazy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and creative. Like, I'm actually here looking at yours right now. I can tell the gray with the lab color is Dr. Crafty, and there's the Motley Faye, and I think the star with the flowers.
Shut! I want people to guess.
Sorry.
So you see,
I can't.
Clearly, my emojis are the fitness grade pacer test, which is a multi-stage row's capacity test. Man.
My Oshis are he, him.
That's funny as shit. That's funny as shit.
That's so good. That's so good. I love my Oshis. He, him.
Bro, like, listen, I'm gonna be 110% with you. Those are like some of the VTubers that keep complaining about pronouns in bio. I'm like, bro, do you read what you put in your bios?
Pronoun with me to take the place of a noun, because English nouns over and over again really wear you down.
The existence of pronouns implies the existence of casual nouns.
In this essay, I will. I'm sorry. Danica has learned about the Bakugan furry, and it's very funny.
Oh, that's hilarious.
No, hang on here. Let me, because it is staggering for those that like Bakugan. I'll put it in the sidebar that those are the same character.
Jesus!
That is the right character.
Right? No, they are. Oh, they are.
Nah, it's like. Draco would never work at McDonald's.
I mean, I see Satan at McDonald's, but this is ridiculous.
Like,
bro.
Woof.
Bark, Bork, Bjork.
I think this is how you would do this.
Yeah, this is the Generation 3
know
Flame
what's-
Drago design.
I don't know what's worse slander. The fact that they made Drago work a fast food job or they made him bad at it. Like, you
Why did
know
they-
Drago would be like the most overachiever, no matter what job he's doing.
Why did they make Drago more Bara?
I don't know, but here, I had to look at these images, and now you do too.
Why did they give him massive tits? What the fuck?
Which is especially funny because in the
know what
original
they
series,
want!
which is especially because in the original series they kept slimming him down.
Oh yeah. I don't know if I'm allowed to say this on air, but I'll just quote what Danica said in the sidebar. We know Danica!
Yeah, you're so right. No, you got it. You got it in one. You're correct, Danica.
Yeah.
I also don't know if I'm allowed to say that on Twitch, but you're right.
I mean, this
Yeah.
is like the Gen 2 version.
Yeah, I know. Like, is he going from Gen 1, which it literally feels like it's like, okay, that's just the Bakugan, right? And then in Gen 2, it's like, okay, it's the Bakugan, it's a little bit more of its own character. And now we have... Boy, I can't believe Lord has made the new dragon!
Ontario, this design is villain coded. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the dark coloration of it. Like that was the thing. Is like I still think like the best version was like the New Vestroya era because like it had the nice balance of reds, yellows, and a little bit of like the whites to symbolize, good guy. And then they
Yeah.
had later on, they had like, oh, here he is evil because he's taken over and he has like, whited out eyes and villains.
Okay, but still, we went from all of these to Danica's quote. We'll just put it that way. Yeah.
Like, bro, that's not even.
And you guys give Zemi beef for him being a scaly.
I mean,
Listen, I never said I wasn't.
it's funny when we do it, would say.
That's...
Well,
Does any not deserve
none
it?
of you, none of you are free from sin.
I never said I was.
Bro, speak for yourself.
Hey, y'all, Aaron?
Okay, Aaron's free from sin, but none the rest of you.
I think if any of us were free from sin, it was going to be Aaron.
No, just Aaron goes to the gates of hell and just completely just pleads his case. So you see, and then he just ends up getting right into heaven.
No jury would convince me.
I love the idea of like I walk by and Aaron, what are you doing? I'm like, I'm halfway through this 4-hour-long commentary of why I should actually be in heaven. I'm like, cool, bye, Aaron.
Okay.
And then I
Well, Aaron,
skip
good
my
luck.
ass down to the layer of lust.
Okay, hold on.
Nah,
Just,
at the pearly gates, I will have a PowerPoint presentation prepared. Why you should allow me, Aaron Tempest, to go to heaven. Step 1.
all right, I've seen enough. Let me.
Free from sin because I made Anubis pregnant! Shut up!
Daedalus, do not screw my boss's son.
Okay. No, guys.
So, okay, now I'm going
Hear
to...
me out.
Now I'm gonna do the shit. Are you ready?
No. No, I was gonna say, hear me out. Jesus says, let he who is without sin cast the first stone. And in comes Aaron Tempest.
Here comes Aaron Tempest with the steel stone.
That's not stone anymore.
Does I consider it a stone anyway? Yes.
I just-
Satan.
Anyone ever see that TikTok?
I just see the freaking robot chicken like, he who is out thin, to cast the first stone. Oh.
So now that we have our... Oh. Ah!
I love him.
It's starting to take shape. The vibe is starting to come across.
Good lord, by any means necessary, Mr. Money Man. I'm avoiding them after all.
No. Your paperwork is done. We're sending you somewhere else.
To the fucking pits with you.
The furthest layer of, like, all the way down to the boiler room of hell. You will be a tripping hazard.
Look, I made a deal with some of the Grecians. Yeah, we're sending you to Tartarus.
Correct. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200.
Do not collect your drachma. Go directly to Tartarus.
Listen, I'm sorry, my favorite line will always be, you know, you made the bar so low already, and then yet here you are, limbo dancing with the devil.
You cannot fuck a prison.
Not with that attitude.
Uh,
That's fucking quitter talk.
If you want links, idea works. If you want Oshi marks, I think there was like a fox emoji, which could kind of work for a links. You could also just use cat. I don't think there's an actual links emoji.
Maybe like a paw print, maybe?
Paw print's not bad. And then anything related to magic. So like if there's like a wizard hat, the little sparkle emoji's a good one. Crystal ball's always a valid one. I said it to my friend with why did they hire a furry? My friend just goes support local artists, uwu.
Damn, they got you there.
Oh my god. Hang on. I have another quote from Danica, which I also am not sure if I'm allowed to say out loud, but it's incredibly funny. and she sent me a screenshot, and she's right.
So true.
They knew their target demographic, I guess.
They did.
Good lord of luck.
Trying to see if I can't.
Well, to be fair, like, if all intents and purposes, like, fan artists would do it already, I guess beating them to the punch hurts no one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, whoever this person is that is living their dream, my heart goes out to you, man. Let me design your monster's toy-based anime. Danica, no.
No.
Danica, no.
They're all gonna have massive hips and huge bara titties.
I mean, is that a problem?
Or just huge regular titties.
Look,
is that a problem?
Cartoons already make children furries already. You don't. This will just go extra hardcore.
I was about to say you have enough propaganda, ma'am.
Unless it's Totally Spies, in which it makes you a furry and.
Oh no.
Look, Totally Spies already has a long list of kinks already.
Yeah, and there's bound to be more coming up.
We got a new
chat.
series.
The group chat has hit me with, what's he doing with all that girth?
Like, bro, it's like, it's better Totally Spies than The Amazing Spies. That was a mistake from the word go.
Oh,
I'm just glad I don't know what that is. I just know the other show.
Spin-off. It's like a spin-off, technically.
Ah.
Yeah, they are young.
The Amazing Digital Spies.
Shut your mouth!
God.
Oh, God. Did you see AJ's latest video?
No.
He basically did a thing. It's like, I'm gonna make Kane say whatever the hell I want.
Oh yeah, I saw that video earlier today. It was really good.
I was halfway before I decided to join this stream, actually.
Sorry, I love Daedalus. Did it shape me legally? I don't have to tell you.
You couldn't
So you plead the
waterboard
fifth.
information like that out of me.
You
Wait,
could
Oh,
not.
anyway, there was the one episode where Alex becomes a dolphin person.
Oh yeah, that one. Oh,
And
that
I
was a multi-parter.
And I was never the same after that.
Yeah.
Or the one that decided that mirrors and lasers are the same thing.
I love that one. I
Listen.
love that one so much. It's so dumb. It's my
According
favorite.
according to the laws of physics, there's no way reflecting a laser on mirrors should work.
Yeah, and
Should
according to
work.
all known laws of aviation, there's no way that a bee should be able to fly, but here we are.
Well,
Uh,
yes.
If
No,
I
to be-
may,
To be
I-
fair, light should be locked up for its crimes against physics.
I would like to hard change the subject to something maybe better.
Okay.
No, never.
Okay,
You can
goodbye,
s-
guys.
You can soft change the subject.
Okay. Has anyone here seen Centaur World?
I have not.
Oh, I love Centaur
Oh,
World.
Centaur World.
No,
I-
not,
listen, I
have
love-
not either.
I loved me a fucked up cute show with a really fun fucked up villain.
Yeah, I mean, I thought when I saw the trailer, I was really skeptical about it for good reasons, but then it actually surprisingly turned out really good.
It did, yeah, Totally Spice did have a crossover with Marvin. I miss Martin Mystery.
I need
But
to
anyway.
finish watching Martin Mystery. I dig it.
But like the Nowhere King's really really cool, everything. I think personally, my favorite bit of it is the sentient massive tornadoes that worms its way into your head and convinces you to give up and join it.
Relatable content.
Bro.
I still loved the design that they did for the boogeyman. Like that was like this gnarled like wood dragon monstrosity.
Oh
What was
yeah.
the one where it's like this tentacle monster that like injects you with like liquid nitrogen to make your body freeze?
I don't remember.
Ooh.
I need to rewatch it because it's been a while.
I'll post
Bro.
some of the images in the open chat because like they went hard with some of these monster designs and just
So point me in the direction of those sentient tornadoes. I need to study them.
The tornado?
Yeah,
Oh
man.
yeah. Yeah, dude, the tornado is so interestingly cool. Like it is unironically one of my favorite things from the show.
It has a really great design.
The song it has is really really cool.
It has a
Ew.
song.
Oh, it's got its
Yeah.
own song. It's Centaur World. Everything's got its own song.
Mm-hmm.
Bro.
One of my favorites is I Don't Know Him.
Yeah, I don't know him's like a classic one. Oh, somebody designed the tornado as like different types of tornadoes. That's interesting.
Oh, you can't just say that and not share.
I'm getting it.
I always like tornadoes.
There you go.
Oh, I think I remember
Oh.
seeing that.
oh,
Fire worlds, F5s, water spell. Yeah, cool. Yeah.
that is neat.
Yeah,
The only one they're missing is a dust devil.
true. But I think it's. I think it's so neat as just a monster concept. Because I love things that prey on the feeling of resignation that you get when something like this happens.
It's a good feeling.
It's a good feeling, Smile.
Fellas.
Yeah?
Here you go, Aaron, by the way, if you want to watch it later.
Finally, good content. Could use
Yeah.
that.
It sucks that it's in 2 seasons, but I don't care. I enjoyed the ride.
Eh.
I would
Oh.
rather a show end with only a couple seasons but end well than go on for far too long and get worse and worse
Mhm.
and worse and
Hello.
worse.
Greetings, online travelers. I'm Aaron Tempest, and welcome to my TED Talk on why Fairly Odd Parents Season 10 is an abomination.
Yeah.
Oh no, his.
Or the concepts for the new season in which nothing matters anymore.
Nothing. Like, bro, I have never seen a season of a show go out of its way to speedrun, breaking almost every tenet of the world building as fast as that.
It's so funny. It's honestly, I find it hilarious.
The only one they didn't break was like True Love, but Wishology did that first. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
that was messed up, by the way.
It just Jimmy's dad in live action. Because like there's not that many voice actors who get to play their character in
Well, yeah, but like,
My heart really goes out to him.
live action.
yeah, I'm not. It's like I hold nothing against the live action version. It's like, what are they supposed to do? He's kind of doomed for the start.
Game 3 for the
besides-
start.
Goblins.
I just was like, firstly, Fairly Odd Parents, like they have such a rich, vibrant world, and then just to see them just like recycle the same few antagonists, the same few story beats, just, bro, are you serious?
My
And throw away character development.
My favorite bit of Fairly Odd Parents media will always be School's Out the musical.
Understandable.
Yeah, that was
good.
good.
Some fun ideas and some interesting concepts.
Good
Yeah,
content.
can somebody please explain to me why if you were going to have a character like Chloe, she would totally have a pixie godfather or something, like whatever, godparent, whatever the term would be for that.
Yeah.
Like that would have been an interesting conflict. Like that would make for interesting conflict or whatever. But no.
I would say when it comes to the show, the only kind of episode I really like to see over and over again is when they go to a 1920s cartoon world. I mean, obvious reason for my Sona, of course.
Understand. You are biased.
Yeah. But no, like, I like that idea, because it also, something, the good of man being corrupted by capitalism, something, pixies.
Like even then, like the pixies aren't just a metaphor for like for capitalism. It is also a symbolism of conformity, which is something that you don't see in the other mythological like species of in the Fairly Odd Parents universe. Except by some weird coincidence, Jordan.
Yeah. Listen, Jorgen von Strangle is a very nice man.
He is a very interesting character, all things considered. I wish they would actually explore his character rather than just making him a punchline.
Yeah.
Agreed.
It's funny because Big Muscle Man her Arnold jokes.
Yeah. Like, dude, like, before, when Jordan showed up, it was serious business. Now? Pfft, okay.
Oh, hey, it's Jorgen again.
Like
Yeah.
he shows up like a reason. Like when he shows up with his big wand and Crane be like, okay, you have broken one of the serious rules. It's time to bring the hammer down. And then later on, it's like, oh look, he's fused with Professor Fittenbar von whatever it is, Tim Curry's character.
Okay,
And,
but
like,
that one is also serious because he's still, that's still pitted as a major threat.
Actually, the reason. Well, if we're talking about the Jimmy Timmy Power Hour, the reason why he was in the plot was because all the anti-fairies were running loose.
Yeah.
yeah,
No, to be fair, the Jimmy Timmy Power Hours are separate. IMO separate lore from the rest of the Fairly Odd Parents universe. Hi, Ellie.
Hello, Ellie.
What about
Hey,
the fair? Okay.
I don't know, man. This is supposed to be a Mascot horror stream, and these motherfuckers are talking about two Fairly Odd
You
Parents. I
know-
don't know what's going on.
We were
Well,
talking
hey,
about-
if you think about it, Fairly Odd Parents is kind of horrifying if you think about it. Like
Yeah,
a
Butch
little
Hartman.
too hard. Well, okay, no, if we're gonna do that, we're gonna go Christians. But
Yeah.
that was mean. Sorry. Fundamentalists.
You're
There we
good.
go.
There you go.
That's better. Yeah, that's better.
Fundies.
Quiverful.
Continue
You
your
got it.
thought.
Did I have a thought?
Yeah, you said if we're going to like this, like you were gonna say why Fairly Odd Parents was actually kind of horrifying.
Was I? I was. Yeah. So.
Rollicking.
Sorry. If you think about it, right? Like the idea of like these big-headed, little-bodied, little-winged, bee-looking motherfuckers coming over here and being like, "We'll grant all of your wishes," and it's like fucking with the time-space continuum to like manipulate the Earth to a child's will. Like that's pretty terrifying.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
there was the whole special about to me like, yeah, I stopped the movement of time like 50 years ago.
Yeah. See, that'd be fucking terrifying.
Oh yeah, I believe one of Cosmo and Wanda's previous grandchildren was responsible for World War II.
Yeah,
No,
took
World War
apart
One.
Duke Ferdinand and started
Yeah, yeah.
World War One.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's World War One.
World War-
I mean-
well, and by extension, World War II.
Well, okay. they didn't expect World War II. They didn't directly involve the start of World War One. Well,
Yes.
and thinking about it, it was only the Great War.
True.
Yeah, fair enough. Listen, world history
What
is
if?
weird.
Well, what if, right?
I
What-
just
I mean,
love
that
the
is-
fact they wrote that in the series and then just never did anything with it again.
I mean, if you want my honest opinion, I mean, I feel like if the rules of this, by the laws of this land, Timmy should have been executed. But
True.
Like, I don't even think like I don't. What did they wish for? Because I'm pretty sure wishing for someone to die is against the rules.
no, they wouldn't have to wish it. They just get the guillotine.
This was like, when did the guillotine get outlawed? Because I'm pretty sure it was.
1970 something.
Yeah, it was pretty recent.
You want to hear first?
Sir Ian McKellen was there.
Well, to be fair, pretty recent in the terms of history, you know?
No, was it
Hold
Ian
on, let me-
McKellen or Christopher Lee?
Oh, Christopher Lee, you're right. It was
Wild.
Yeah, that's your cursed fun fact for the day.
The last guillotine execution was the 10th of September of 1977.
Yeah, that's recent-ish.
It's like 40 years ago.
And
What else is recent?
that's still like more recent than I'd like.
yeah,
Actually, I think more around
Shit,
50
civil-
because
I'm pretty sure the civil rights protest is actually older than that.
hang on. I'd be turning 26, 49. It would have been 47 years ago.
Hmm.
Don't ask why I know that off the top of my head.
well, see, now we're back on track. We're talking about horrors beyond our comprehension. Listen, I am a great person, and I know exactly how to steer a conversation to fit my needs.
I'm surprised nobody's attempted to do like one of those
No,
actually no, you know what?
no.
Never mind. I now
Don't
know
put the
why.
energy. Yeah, don't put the energy
Don't
in.
put that out in there, please don't. Someone's gonna get an idea, and it's gonna be bad.
Well, yeah. Half of me wants to do it just out of spite. However,
I mean, you can do it. No one's stopping you, but like, I don't know. What if it like ends up being bad, like Urban Spook? By the way, he made a video recently. You guys should really watch it. It's about Urban Spook.
The video's so good.
Yeah.
Again, I'm so glad that everybody liked it as much as they did. I was a little worried about it for a while.
I mean, I don't see why they wouldn't like it. People don't like urban slug. I try not to say urban spook because I just feel wrong saying urban spook.
understandable. Have a nice day.
Kind of idiots. The rule might have been added because the girl wished for an assassination.
But don't you think?
But wouldn't that in fact affect the rules? You can't just say,
Well-
I want a situation in which someone will get killed.
I mean,
People die when they're killed.
is
You know
that
who else dies when
necessarily-
they're killed?
I wish I was died if I was killed.
Y'all die? Cowards.
Not all of us are made of star stuff.
Look at me. I'm Aether. I don't die.
Daedalus, too late. I'm designing waifu guillotine.
That's not what you're talking about.
I mean-
but...
I mean, it's already been done at Cuphead. It's already been done.
You're so right.
Oh yeah.
You're so right, and I hate you for it, actually. Die.
Secondary point, Kamiragoi does have a point that the rule about death could have been added, after the wish led to the execution of.
You're telling me that she was the first person to ever wish for somebody to die?
No, I think that the implication is that she was the first person to wish for someone to die that was so important that it caused, like, long-standing fucking consequences.
Yeah.
You
I
told me
think-
that like
I think
nobody.
I think asking for somebody to die Aquafina. Sorry, not Aquafina, but Aquatafana style. Aquatafana.
Yeah.
I
With I-
corrected myself. Aquatafana. Aquatafana. Anyway, what was I saying?
I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
Aquafina.
I like saying Aquatafana.
Anti-fragile.
Don't make me start.
I know.
Don't.
I know.
No, it's gonna be bad for everyone else involved, and I'll never be allowed on another Heat and Stream again. I can't afford that. I can't afford to be banned on another person's stream because of my K-pop addiction. It can't happen again.
From Fenrir, better question: how is there air on a tempest?
Okay. Okay.
Oh no, the rolls are sleeved.
The
You
rolls
guys
are
are
sleeved.
I messed up. I made the
funny.
sleeves are rolled, but I think that works better.
Y'all are so funny. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Oh my
What are you
god. There's so much sodium. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Which,
That's
yeah,
just so
Kamirkoi has a point that these two were the reason there's a rule against wishing for eternal Christmas. So it wouldn't be the first time the Cosmo and Wanda have gotten a rule added to the rules.
I'm so glad that's not what it said in the chat. Oh, I'm so glad that was not what was said in the chat.
Oh, did you misread the message that I think you misread? Yeah.
I'm a bad person.
It's okay, Ellie. We
We're
still
all
love
bad.
you.
No,
What about that guillotine waifu?
no, actually, we're not going back to that. I'm stopping that right here, right now. Nope.
I don't wanna!
Hey, in other, insane video game news, Smite 2?
Oh, did you actually? I'm derailing. Did you hear the Silent Hill news?
No.
No.
There is
I
Silent
haven't
Hill
seen it.
news.
What is
That's
it?
not good.
How bad is Blooper Team fucking this up?
So on a PlayStation announcement post,
Rollicking start.
they
Yeah.
said game, like, it was a PlayStation announcement post. They said, like, games is coming in 2024, and one of them was Silent Hill 2 remake.
Mm-hmm.
So people proceeded to go to Konami and they were like, hey, time frame? When? Update? And Konami went, no, heart.
It's
That's
valid.
Konami.
Shocked.
So Silent Hill news. There is no news.
Well, it's coming out this year. That is in fact
Allegedly. Allegedly, it's coming out this year. This is
Good
your
lord.
casual reminder, once again, that since that fucking first direct, we have received nothing.
So it's like so it's like RE4 make again.
I never understood, like, why, like, corporations literally go out of their way to lock everything behind tight lock and key, yet when they have a franchise that people actually want and make their want for product immensely clear, they're like, nah.
No heart emoji. Well, I mean, here's the thing, right? I don't necessarily disagree with the idea of being like, hey, this thing is coming out, and then like we just wait for the game to come out. Like, I'm cool with that, right? Like, obviously, I'm one of those people that wants minuscule updates. I don't want a lot. I don't want to see a lot. I want to experience it myself in the game, right? So, Resident Evil 4 make, it was announced in, like, I think September of 2021, and it didn't get released until 2023. And, you know, I think that's cool. I'm cool with that, honestly. That's just a personal thing of mine. The extreme opposite is whatever the fuck Yandere Dev does.
That's-
Give a million updates, and does it actually work on the game?
Well, actually, he works on the game. Have you seen his bug fixes?
Aaron?
I love when he patches out speedrun skips because they're beating the game not the way I want.
You know what, Heaton, I hope you don't mind if I beat the fuck out of Aaron Tempest.
No, it's a good bit.
Okay. So I can't beat him up?
You can certainly try.
I asked if I could beat you up, and Heaton says whether I can or cannot.
Listen, I under normal circumstances I'd let you, but it's a funny bit, so.
No, with Mumford, I want to beat him up.
But Mumford,
Wait,
violence.
I'll beat you up
Okay.
on one of my streams, so fuck it.
Bro, listen.
Counterpoint. Errors without sin.
Okay.
I like how that's the narrative we've gone with.
Yeah. That'll
Fenrir,
go.
I can't wait for the next bug fix to include Yondev being removed.
Fine, maybe the game will actually come out.
I'm just like, you know what? Here's the thing, right? Back when I was a teenager, between like 2015, 2017, maybe 2018, right? I was a huge Yandere Simulator fan, and you know what? I wish I could like the game again. So what I'm asking is, somebody please take this away from him.
Listen, I'm working on it.
Okay, are you taking the code away from this, man? I mean, like, just the game in general.
I'm making a whole different video. I'm making a whole game. I'm trying. I'm working on it.
Are you? I was actually gonna. Could I ask you something about that real quick?
Yeah, sure.
Would you ever consider doing it in RPG Maker?
I've thought about it.
I think that'd be really cool.
The only reason that I haven't considered it up until this point is just because of apparently the RPG Maker is notoriously fucking awful to work with. But I could be tempted.
I don't know. I want to use RPG Maker one day.
For Yandere Simulator, I'm kind of in the similar boat. I never played it, but just like My Little Pony Friendship is Magic, I felt like the content and discourse around the thing was more interesting than the thing itself.
Which is factually true.
So,
the fandom made the whole game that much better.
Basically, I watched it's like Jay from the Cub Scouts proceed to break that game on 17 different ways just to see how far or what he could get away with.
I do that too, but I also watched Markiplier because he was a gosh darn beam at the time.
Oh yeah. But yeah, so I kept up to date. I saw most of the dates when they were coming out at the time. Yeah, so because this is the decade of 2020, hindsight debate, this game was doomed from the start because this man basically what he did was he built most of the intricate mechanics without actually implementing the core gameplay loop. So what he was doing was inadvertently training anyone who grew up with this game into basically being experts at the game, and now there's literally no challenge that Yandere Dev can put in this game that the people who've been playing it since the start cannot beat. There's no matter.
It's true.
I think the record for but what's her name, Osana?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Osana.
They had to patch. He had to patch it out by making her immortal bodyguard able to smell gasoline.
Speaking of which, can we just talk about the fact that literally the only in this you literally had to make Mr. X a bodyguard for Osana in order to have any semblance of challenge for the first rival. What are you gonna do for everyone else?
Because what people would do is they would take a bucket full of gasoline, put it over a door that Osana walks through at top of the day, and put a match under the door so the gasoline would fall on her, then hit the match and she'd get lit on fire and she'd die like that. So he, instead of, figuring something else out or giving her different patterns or doing, anything a competent developer would do, he just made her immortal bodyguard, best friend, lesbian love interest, I don't know, able to smell gasoline.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Instead of like what they could have done is prevent the player from accessing like the oil for like before school hours or whatever, but actually screw around with the layout of the school so that you don't have constant access to everything all the time.
Or you could just leave the fucking speedrun strats in and not be a bitch.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Like, in general, like, the thing with, I think 1980s mode is probably the best way Yandere Simulator should have, like, went about itself. As, like, yeah, just 10 people you have to mark, and you're graded on how effective you do it. That's how you should have done it. That's feasible to do as a alleged single developer, because I'm quite sick of people saying that that man has been backed by a legion of volunteers.
Yeah, I hate the notion of like, I'm one guy. No, you're not.
Not anymore.
No, you're not. You haven't been for so long.
Ligma.
You coordinate with people to get stuff done. This isn't a solo project anymore, which makes all of his previous excuses like all the more infuriating. So you mean to tell me that it has been this long? It's like this long in development, and you still haven't figured out how to give your protagonist a unique identity that you can't just rip from the Unity asset store? Like, come on. Like, he had more voice actor. Yeah, emphasis on had.
Hi, welcome to another fun episode of Heaton's gonna start really weirdly specific beef. Most of the Yandere Simulator cast, I don't particularly have a lot of beef with, except for one Michaela Laws.
Oh yeah.
Yes. Heaton, did I show you the pain and pleasure bit? Did I show?
No.
Oh God.
I fear.
How do I explain it? So, it's a little bit that I had because she has on her itch.io page, I believe, like a couple of sound packs, one titled Pain and one titled Pleasure.
Oh God.
So let me go see if I can stop dying for 5 seconds. I'm gonna go see if I can.
But my beef with Michaela Laws specifically stems from the fact that she was a voice director for the longest time. And like, most of the people who just did the work, who were just volunteers, I'm willing to believe like, oh, they didn't know. They weren't sure. No, Michaela knew. Michaela knew. She had to run everything past everyone. She was involved from the start. Tons of people went to her during the first big outbreak of this shit. And, like, she knew. She knew, and she said that, like, it didn't matter and that it wasn't a big deal. And people were like, hey, have you considered the fact that your boss has talked about 14-year-olds being able to get a sex license? And Michaela was like, people and whatever, blah, 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 etc., etc. And then fucking... Surprise!
Tis, 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 tis.
Okay, so I'm gonna put this to the sidebar. However, I will say, to her credit, these are gate kept by age.
The bare minimum. I'm so happy about it.
Well, yes, but I must give credit where credit is due.
At least someone's properly age gating their shit.
Someone has to. So... It's just... It's just the juxtaposition. Anyway, they're both $25 individually. You can if you pay $40 on one, you get both. I don't know how many are in here, because I haven't bought them.
Minimalism is a scam created by Big Small to sell more less.
Can I say a thing real quick?
Sure.
It's something I don't get as part of the funny VTuber community. What the fuck is a voice pack?
It's you just like you record lines saying things that people can use in their stuff.
Yeah. That's basically it.
It's just like it's like just free audio. It's paid audio, but you can use it for whatever.
Royalty-free audio. Audio jungle.
Audio jungle.
Oh yeah, I have one more beef with with that particular voice actress.
Mm-hmm.
And it has to do with one funny video game that's titled Yick, a postmodern RPG.
Yeah, there was also her victim blaming the kids too, which wasn't great.
The what?
What?
Oh yeah, did you not hear about that?
Oh, on Twitter?
Yeah. On Twitter, after the victim came out about being groomed, Michaela was like, "Well, she shouldn't have been doing that to begin with. She's just as at fault."
Oh,
Oh, my sleeves are rolled.
Who is the adult here?
It's like, yeah, sure.
Sure, bestie. Sure, Jan.
I never finished explaining Yick because this is not my stream. This is not...
I want.
The point is, tell them what she did, Aaron. Because Aaron's the one who gets to be the most mad.
Because it's not, so in Yick, there are a couple of characters in here. There are two black characters in here. To my knowledge, Claudio and Cassandra, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Claudio, I believe, is voiced by a black voice actor. Cassandra is not. She is voiced by
Michaela Laws.
By Michaela Laws. Yep. And
when you listen to her voice,
it's listen.
I'm listening.
Listen, fam. I know minstrel shows had a comeback on YouTube due to Shane Dawson. That does not mean
yeah.
Oh,
it's bad.
It's super bad because she's the one who directly confronts Alex Yick about the fact of, hey, did you know? It's like literally, it's like brings up racism to Alex Yick, like dresses him down for it, but like it kind of loses its lust. It kind of loses the impact when the character isn't voiced by a black person. The fact that literally their side quest about their missing brother is never addressed up until like everyone else died, and like you find their brother, I think, and in the island of Alex's in the void of space, which has some interesting implications, if I understand that correctly. The fact, and it's still like you have all of that, and there's still like a police officer in the game that you find as an enemy that only targets the black people in the party.
God,
it's crazy. It's crazy. Yick is crazy.
I love that bit. I think that's so funny.
I wonder if they will keep that when the game's rebooted. Because friendly reminder.
Hey, also, like, friendly reminder for the same reason that I'm not gonna play Super Normal, despite how badly I really wanted to. Welcome once again to Heaton's Lessons on Ethics in Making Horror Content. Don't use people's, like, real-life trauma in order to, like, make your shitty horror games. On today's episode, Yick!
Well, Yick isn't a horror game. It's a test of patience. And an exercise in nihilism.
It's true.
I'll be right back.
However, they did specifically take the trauma of a young girl who very tragically died and proceeded to be like, Manic Pixie Dream Girl for Alex! Like, while her parents are alive and grieving. But that's, you know, neither here nor there. I wouldn't know anything about that! I feel so, okay. Snowball has redeemed and ask a character a question. Meg, I think she'd be more of a tea person. Yeah, I don't think she'd like coffee. I think it'd be too bitter for her. Because she likes sweet things, and I think that she'd like, I feel like she drinks a lot of milk tea. Yeah, that makes sense to me. I don't feel like she'd like, I don't feel like she'd like coffee. If she drank coffee, it'd be like something that's more milkshake than coffee.
Like a frappuccino?
Yeah.
Meg the Unicorn Frappuccino kind of gal.
Yeah, no, you're right. No, Meg is a mermaid. She's my... Oh, yeah, speaking of, she's my One Piece character, and she won the poll to be the first character that we do the interviews with.
Yippee!
And I wanted to tell you all what that meant. So, I'm gonna do two things. We're gonna do the interview stream, because I want to, and I think it'll be fun. But also because people like Daedalus keep hounding me about it, and everyone keeps telling me, like, I want to listen to you talk about your OCs. So fine. Fine! I'll do it! I'm gonna make a video about it.
Finally!
I'm gonna make a video about it first.
Okay.
I'll make a video about her, and you can listen to me gush about her, and I'll tell you all the things, and then you can come to the stream and you'll have some point of reference. Yes, she's related to Fisher Tiger. She's his daughter. This is how I win.
That's what we've been waiting for.
It's what we wanted all along.
I'm so glad I gave up fry cooking for this.
Solo record.
W's in the chat. I've succumbed to peer pressure.
Which now begs the question. When are we getting the video about my wife?
I might do a video about her.
Mimi is the most mid character in all of Digimon.
I think if I
No, I don't. No, you don't understand. First and foremost, no. Second off, Heaton knows what I'm talking about.
I know what you mean. There's the blending mode.
You know that I'm fucking with you, right, DP?
I still want my video on my wife.
I know.
Your silence is
Eventually.
very reassuring.
I decided to stop paying attention.
You're good.
Okay, so
No, I'm
here's where
TV.
we.
So the blue lines of this character here, is it like the wire skeleton of the statue?
So here's okay. So I had this idea, but everybody was talking, and I didn't want to.
Sorry.
You're good.
But so my thought was, I like the idea that the thing controlling them is some kind of weird algae. So it's the bioluminescence of the algae that's inside of them.
Ooh.
Oh, the lighting is spectacular.
Thank you.
Yeah, I like it.
What did I miss while I was gone?
I screamed once more about my wife.
Ah, as is your wanton way.
But yeah, I was thinking about, I like the idea of, like, just some spooky, like, creature from the Black Lagoon kind of energy for this thing, because I feel like that's more up the alley than some kind of ghost.
He's truly seen better days.
He has.
More like better years.
Had better days, Lois. Had better days.
I like using this
Yep.
particular brush for highlights. It's nice.
Yeah, I like the little. Yeah, I really like the brush you're using.
Who died?
Ontario.
It wasn't me.
That was Ontario.
Ontario, no!
His planet needed
Okay.
him.
Yeah, the alien.
He's not an
needed to return.
alien.
No, he's an alien.
He's not an alien.
Oh well.
I've been meaning to ask you something, Aether. Are
Yep.
are you an alien?
Theoretically.
Hmm.
According to Crafty, because I come from a world very akin to D&D, most aliens are actually considered celestials, while I'm an aberration. But I
Hmm.
did still technically come from space, so I consider myself an alien.
You're just a funny little guy.
Yeah, I'm just a funny little guy.
You self-identify as alien.
Yeah. It makes sense to me, you know?
Yeah, that makes
Fair
sense.
enough.
I came, I used to be in space. I am now no longer in space. You know. Then
On
again,
the
to be
moon.
fair, I'm also isekai to be here, so you know, I deal with what I gotta deal with.
Isekai protagonists are aliens in this essay.
I mean, in a sense.
I mean, yeah.
You're not wrong.
By the legal definition and by the colloquial sense, yes, they are both.
I was gonna say, yeah, I guess in a weird cosmic sort of
Oh
way.
my
yeah.
god! Oh my god! All the player characters in Curse of Strahd are now aliens. This is confirmed.
Curse of Strahd is in fact an isekai.
If you'll allow me to go on a slight diatribe that will warp back to this point.
Oh,
Okay,
fine.
I'm excited. Go for it.
So here's the thing. So we were, it's like before I left, we were talking about ethics in horror content,
Mhm.
and not to use real life people as like, you know, as
If
As,
you're
like-
like, there's rules when doing true crime shit.
yeah. Like, for example, Yick's whole thing takes the real life case of the woman who disappeared in the elevator and appeared in the water tower, and basically revolves its entire plot line on that. Basically basically making a mythology out of it by because like in the game, Sammy, who's based off of the woman, is kidnapped by what are known as soul survivors off an elevator, and Alex is the only person who watched it happen. He was the only one around, and the entire game is Alex trying to find Sammy again.
Mhm.
And like most of the characters are kind of like is like he finds people talking about Sammy's disappearance, right? On like essentially it's not a true crime forum, but it's more like I guess it's more X-Files than true crime.
Yeah.
So that drives Alex into like, you know, like trying to find any information relating to Sammy, and it's like it's almost laser guided, like his Polaris, his guiding light, basically.
Mm-hmm.
In like towards the latter half of the game, you come across one in the giant water tower, and they have a discussion about like, is it possible, like there were rumors that Sammy may have wound up in the tower, and they are like, nah, no way, that's just people making stuff up, which is like heavily distasteful considering that the mother of that woman who died and reappeared in the water tower is still alive and among
is still alive around mourning the death of her child.
Yeah.
Kinda bad. Like,
well, like, it's why, for example, I was gonna say, like, for example, another good one is, it happened with Mandela Catalog, where Alex Kister used a real police sketch for The Intruder for a while, until people were like, hey, that's a bad idea, don't do that, and he was like, no, you know what, you're right, and then took it down, and used an image that he drew instead, which is better.
Yeah. I think the only time I've seen something like this done suitable, like given suitable, is the funny John Brown isekai story.
The what?
The what?
Somebody has made a John Brown isekai.
Okay, who's John Brown?
John Brown. I'm glad you asked.
I'm glad you asked.
I love when Aaron starts.
John Brown was one of the abolitionists before the Civil War started. He led a bunch of slave revolts. He was hung for treason for doing so.
Is this the weird Republican one?
What? No. This is the base John Brown.
Oh, okay.
The isekai I'm talking about is someone who's like after he was hung, he was isekai'd, and you know how there's a lot of isekai with like slavery in there.
Mm-hmm.
So the entire premise of this story is John Brown gets isekai'd and continues his life's work of freeing the slave.
I might want to read the fuck out of that.
It just sounds so ridiculous.
Oh, it is.
That fucking rules, and I love it.
It's ridiculous. It's crazy.
Welcome to the topic. Hey, welcome to the topic of my next video essay when I talk about Record of Ragnarok, where I talk about like, hey, did you know that like mythologizing historical figures isn't necessarily always a good or wise thing, and it can also be fun as hell.
Yeah, because I haven't read too much about John Brown. He's not talked about a lot in U.S. education. I wonder why. Daughters of the Confederacy.
I
keep expecting you to say John Wick.
No.
I keep expecting him to say John Mouse.
No. No, I will say John Henry, though. However, I do have some feelings about the Disney version. I do. That's beside the point.
Listen, I've been infected by Moai.
But yeah, the interesting like culture, because like there are various different isekai people from our world, but from different time periods. Apparently Harriet Tubman's in here.
I was gonna say, I'm gonna say a sentence that's gonna sound wild for the people who don't know. Did Avi send you the Rosa Parks edit?
A what?
No.
A what?
I can't believe Avi didn't send you the Rosa Parks edit. So there's so Lobotomy Kaizen has gone a direction.
Oh no.
No, it's actually great.
I figured it might be good if you're talking about it, but also I know what that means now. It's just, oh god, what are they doing?
It's Rosa Parks I'd winning the guy on the bus.
Oh my god.
I think I know why Avi did not send that to me.
I can't believe he didn't, because I'll send it to you, because it was really good. And that's what I'm talking about. I love stupid shit like that. Like, I've said 1,000 times that I'm a firm believer that, like, the way that Japan does it with their history, I think fucking rules. Because I love, I love good, like, historical fiction. I love when shit goes crazy, goes stupid. But, like, also, the thing about stuff like that is that, like, when you don't mythologize and, like, hold your history so sacred, it means that you can use those people as vessels to tell cool stories with, like, narrative shorthand, a thing that we've been doing since, like, the middle fucking ages. And I think that's fun. I like watching Lu Bu kick Thor's ass, alright? I think that's fun, and you can't take that away from me.
I have such fond memories of Lubu.
With two, it was like, so that these are the
Nobody
two
questioned the
things.
phrasing of that.
I won't. So that is kind of what happens in the funny John Brown Isekai.
Yeah,
There's
I love that
literally-
shit. I think that's great.
Yeah, so like in general, like the interesting like cultural differences between not just the world that he's been isekai to, because there's magic in it, and John Brown is known as a devout Christian, so that gets touched upon. Like he mentions like God and Jesus, and like the inhabitants have no idea what he's talking about.
What are John Brown's isekai powers?
He does not have any
Radical.
as we know of.
Radical.
Or he knows of.
No, that's cool. I'm stoked about that. I got isekai'd with fucking. I can't wait to make my own isekai anime. I got isekai'd with fucking nothing.
Oh, and he still is like, and he's 60, I believe. He's pushing 60 in here. So, true underdog story.
I love that. I'm here for it.
Why-
Send that to me.
Why can't we stop
where
this
I
one
left it.
powerless old man?
Because powerless or not, spears are still spears.
Yeah, you know what? Fair point.
So like, I believe where I left off, like there's like a couple of slaves and one adventurer that he is like that defected, are now plotting to like take on to liberate a copper mine in the mountain area. So that's crazy.
Send me this ASAP.
I will. So that's crazy. This also is a segue into saying that I watch Drifters and yeah.
Don't you get it?
Yeah, I get it.
It's so good.
Yeah, man. Any isekai that does not dedicate any isekai with slavery that does not dedicate the big chunk of the story destroying the slave trade is cringe and shall not survive the winter season.
I fucking love. I knew that what I had on my hands was something that I was going to fucking passionately be in love with when Toyohisa's talking to Nobunaga, and Nobunaga, after assessing like, no, you are from the future, his first question is, what happened to my son? And Toyohisa tells him, and he's like, "Aw, man, shouldn't have died before his old man. That's fucking crazy." And then when they're liberating the fucking elves, and they burn their crops, and they're in the fucking, I can't think of his name, the archer, looks at Nobunaga and is like, "Why did you do that? They're on our side." And Nobunaga's like, "Because there's nothing more dangerous than men with nothing to lose. I would know. It worked really well on me when the monks did it."
Ooh.
And I'm like, damn! Damn!
Yeah.
I also
He's
like
got
when
a point.
I also like when Toyohisa's teaching the elves Satsuma swordsmanship. And he's like, "You throw all of your weight into this sword slash. Like, don't hold back." And they're like, "What happens if we miss? What are we supposed to do then?" And he goes, "You die. Don't fuck it up."
Basically.
Like,
Mean.
like straight up, they're like, "Well, like, if we miss, then we've wasted all our momentum. We can't, like, get back on our feet. Won't we die?" And he goes, "Yeah, so don't fuck it up."
And it's like, they don't. They don't. They get archer. They become archers instead. Pretty cool archers, not gonna lie.
I also like Nobunaga, a man who was historically very fond of guns, meeting Billy the Kid, and meeting Butch Cassidy, and and Billy the Kid, and he's like, and they show him the Gatling gun, and he's like, "This is the fucking coolest thing! Do you have any idea how fast I could have conquered Japan if I'd have had one of these babies?"
This could
I think
change
I
the tide of
remember-
war. This could...
I think I remember seeing an anime bit about that.
It's so fucking funny.
Oh yeah.
Put this on my list of things to watch.
Oh, him being like, I think the funniest interaction is right before then. Right before that moment, like Billy the Kid just fires like 2 shots in the air, and he's like, "You fool! Don't waste your bullets!"
You stupid bitch! What are you fucking doing?
Which is funny from his stance, but it's actually true. Bullets aren't exactly easy to come by here.
So fucking
Oh.
funny.
Also, the Black King is very interesting as an antagonist.
It's Jesus.
I didn't know that.
Did you not put that together? Aaron.
I was kind of trying not to.
Yeah, Aaron, he has the stigmata. He specifically aligns himself with the slaves and the lepers.
Yeah,
Like
that would do that.
it's all Jesus. Did you also not notice that 75% of the people on the side of the fucking ends were devout Christians?
Huh.
Yeah,
No.
it's Jesus.
To be fair, I was very busy
Yeah.
enjoying like the political intrigue of everything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Jesus is the antagonist in Drifters.
I do just love Aaron's just quiet. Huh?
Yeah. Well, it's because they do it in a really like cool way. Because if you go back and watch those now with that knowledge,
No, I get it now.
yeah, but that's what I mean. Is like if you watch with that knowledge in hand, like they don't make him. He's not a villain. He's just an antagonist.
Yeah.
Like he's just here, out here trying to make sure that the monster races are not horrifically abused.
Which, yeah.
There you go, chat.
Man, it looks really cool.
I was trying because I knew he was gonna get revealed eventually, but like, you know, it's sad that the anime stopped where it did.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't think it got a season 2 or anything.
It
of the sort.
didn't, and I'm
Right.
pissed about it. I love that
Yeah.
fucking fight. I knew the moment that they introduced Hichikata, I was like, please, he needs to fight Toyohisa. It'll be so funny because I know the lore. fucking Hijikata, the head of the Shinsengumi, one of the heads of the Shinsengumi, fucking hated Toyohisa because Toyohisa's a fucking Satsuma samurai. Guess what one of the fucking revolutionary factions was during the fucking Bakumatsu? Fucking Satsuma! So he was like, you're a Satsuma samurai, and he goes, I am. And Hijikata's like, I'm gonna fucking kill the shit out of you now.
I'm going to fight you to the death.
Nah, he just saw the crest. Is like, so you're marked with death.
I see. Die. And then his fucking thing being that he summons the Shinsengumi is so fucking cool.
Yeah. It is also very, it's like, I was also like...
Listen, I may be a huge Rurouni Kenshin fan. I may love Kenshin more than I love a lot of things, but like, the Shinsengumi are really cool, okay? Historically and like narratively, they're really cool, and I think they're neat. Wandering, I have terrible news for you. The stream is literally about to end.
Oh.
You fool.
I was because I do want to say a really nice fact that if this ends up becoming a game in the future, like here's a cool little game mechanic. Well, not cool, but yeah, it seems like a nice idea. You know, like let's just say that your player has to put on a diving suit to go underwater. You may think drowning is the thing that will definitely kill them, but there's actually a little bit more than that. Like once you put on the suit, you have to make sure the air pressure stays on, because let's just say I watched this in an episode of Mythbusters that if you turn off the air pressure, your body will shrivel up and sink inside the helmet, crushing you instantly and get killed. It's possible.
True. I don't think you wouldn't have to worry about that, because again, this is a water park, so the pools are probably only a couple feet deep, but...
All I could think about was just quietly, oh yes, the radiation would kill you.
Yeah. But yeah, it was actually possible. Like, they had the skeleton and made inside the helmet crushed into, like, a soda can.
Oh! I'll send you over to Prism. She's doing her 2.0, her 2.0.
Yes.
Oh, I love her new model!
So pretty!
Oh, she looks so good! Alright, I'm gonna send you over to... Yeah, we're sending you over to... we're gonna send you over to Prism. Your raid message is to say nice things about Prism's new design.
This is a threat.
I will see all of you Monday for more Mario! More Mario RPG.
We gotta get more Glocks in our Raris, Mario.
Gotta get more Glocks in my Raris, Mario. But for now, goodbye!
Goodbye!
Goodbye, everyone.